Game of life, the old adage goes, you never know what you've got until it's gone. The same thing can be said in sports as well. The Liberty Flames found this out the hard way when they lost starting middle linebacker Nick Sigmon to a shoulder injury that put him out of commission for the better part of 3 games. Now that the senior from Roanoke, Virginia is back on the field, the Flames are poised to make a run at their 7th Big South championship. Nick Sigmon's been a stabilizing force his entire career for the Liberty Flames. The 3-time All-Big South selection was introduced to football in kindergarten and said it took some time for him to warm up to it.
Probably back all the way to kindergarten. I remember those practices. That's when the age groups were a little bit different, and there was like second graders on our team. And I remember trying to be faking sick or faking asleep, not wanting to go to practice because the kids were so big.
As Sigmon got bigger, his love for football grew. And as a result, he became the recruiting target of a number of schools, including Liberty and former head coach Danny Rocco.
I think it was during summer, one of their offer days, Coach Rocco called me, and he had been down to the school before, and he let me know that I had an offer. And as soon as I heard that, I mean, I knew of Liberty and I knew everything about it, and I really just started to pay a lot more attention. And I think going into the start of the season, that's when I wanted to make it official.
Sigmon redshirted his first year on campus in 2010, and in 2011 would finish 3rd on the team with 60 tackles while garnering all Big South second-team honors. Turner Gill would take over the program in the spring of 2012, and as his coaches appraised the talent they were inheriting, they immediately knew they had a player in Nick Sigmon.
Well, I remember watching the last year, that previous year's film, 2011 season, and I just thought, you know what, this kid is old school, just wants to play football for the love of it, and that what really stood out. And then when I first met him, just to see the hunger in his eyes and the excitement, you know, of going to a 4-3, and his willingness, he like, Coach, I just want to learn football. I just want to have an opportunity to be in that middle and just be able to run sideline to sideline and make plays for you.
And make plays he did. Sigmon followed his freshman campaign with back-to-back Big South first-team all-conference seasons in 2012 and 2013. This season, however, Sigmon's had to endure the injury bug that bit him in Week 5 at Indiana State and caused him to miss the Richmond and Appalachian State games.
It's still tough because I'm missing more games this year in one season than I have in my whole career, being out and everything. But I think that first week it was a struggle. Then by that second week, I really started to buy into just, you know what I'm saying, try to come back to being myself, whether I was playing or not, and going back to the old person I was on the field of helping people and just being a leader. So I think by that going into that second week, I started to act more myself.
In Sigmon's absence, the Flames went 1-1, and since his return, the Flames have given up just 7 points in wins over Gardner-Webb and Presbyterian College. Can Liberty equate the resurgence to one player? No. But there's no denying the presence he has.
He's intense, so he wants you to, he challenges you to raise the level, and you practice like you play. So if you're having good practices, you're going to play better. And that's something that Sig brings to the table, and that's something that I've always appreciated about him.
Nick Sigmon's entering the twilight of his career at Liberty, and as he stares down the home stretch as a Flame, he sees only one way to write his final chapter on Liberty Mountain.
Win these last 3 games, win them by a pretty good margin to let people know that we are the mature team now. We're not taking games for light, no matter who it is. We're ready to come out here and play and hopefully go to the playoffs. And then I think with any team in FCS football, once you get in the playoffs, nobody, you know, saying it's a new season again, just like the conference was. So I think if you get into the playoffs, you have it's on you. Anything can happen, really.
For Game On, I'm Alan York.